Hey, welcome back for another shoe review. This time I'll be checking out the Adidas Ultraboost 19. So I've had these shoes for a while now, and I've topped over 120 miles in them, both walking, running, and trails. So I have a pretty good idea of what we're working with, and I'm also wearing the 20s right now for a separate comparison video. So some of the basics of this shoe is this comes with a 10mm drop, and it has the prime knit across the top, which is very nice and very flexible. So this shoe is very well built. I really have enjoyed it to an extent. This shoe has about 20% more boost material than the previous version in the 18s. So it's definitely pretty beefy in the heel portion, as you can see here, and a little bit lighter in the toe box area. So this is my size 14s, and these actually came in weighing at about 14.1 ounces. So they're a heavy shoe, and they feel heavy in hand. They don't run heavy when I'm running in them, but I do notice a little bit of a difference compared to some of my lighter shoes. Being that these are a size 14, these did run true to size, so I didn't have to worry about getting a size up or a size down, and I think that's partially due in part to this prime knit material. So interesting thing, you have the prime knit basically throughout the entirety of the shoe. It does transition in this white section back here, which becomes more material on the inside. So these shoes are fairly breathable. They are very mesh. It's a mesh. You can actually kind of see through it a little bit in some parts, but they've done a really good job in insulating it. I haven't noticed that these shoes get hot. I've pretty much enjoyed running in them during the summer and as it's gotten colder. So you don't have a traditional lace. The lace is actually a part of the material, so it's sewn in. It's just, the entire thing is just one piece, which for good or for bad, I actually haven't had a problem with it. It fits well with this kind of lockdown system that Adidas has across the midsection here, which actually keeps it locked down fairly well. Adidas does have more cushioning back here around the sides, so your heel is well locked and really well supported. They do have this black lining system that you can kind of see around here that kind of acts as an additional heel support. I have not had any problems with it. It's actually been very good for that. So one more little plus here is that I'm sure most of you know Adidas has been working with Continental for years on their outer sole here. So I really like that. I think that the outer sole has done extremely well. You can barely notice that it's been ran on. And I think that these shoes are just going to last for a really long time. I think they've done a phenomenal job with the soles, and I don't see that changing anytime in the future. So that's all the good. Some of the bad that I've noticed in this shoe is that for me personally, I don't really enjoy running further than maybe a 10K in these shoes. I really wish that Adidas had extended the shoelaces maybe one or two more notches down. I think that would have given a better lockdown on the foot. I noticed that my foot with this prime knit kind of pulls up. It's just difficult. It's difficult running longer distances to be comfortable. And I also think the fact that they added more boost material, it seems that a lot of it was back here in the heel when they could have put more in the toe area, which I think would have given me better support or more across the midsection. So that's one of my biggest complaints. Like I said, extremely durable shoe. I just can't run long distances in it and be comfortable. Now, if you're going to the gym and you're doing something on the treadmill, you should be perfectly fine. If you're somebody who's, running maybe 5 miles or so at a time, I think that that's pretty adequate for these shoes. But once you start getting up to, if you want to run, say, a half marathon distance or further, I really can't recommend these shoes. They're just not that comfortable for that kind of a distance. But like I said, if you're somebody who's looking for something slower paced, these shoes are great for it. I mean, you can definitely run fast in these shoes. I just don't feel very comfortable when I do it. I just don't think that there's enough support for me across the midsection to really lock my foot down. So if you're somebody who's looking for a walking shoe, these are phenomenal. The Boost material is great. It's very firm though. For some reason, these shoes, I mean, I've ran in these for about 120 miles and it is still super firm. I have other Ultraboosts and they are so much softer, and I wish that we had had that softness in these shoes, because then maybe I would have enjoyed them more. But I would recommend these as maybe a daily trainer shoe. It's something that you're really going to get a lot of usage out of if you're doing short distances, or if you're just somebody who needs something to walk around in, or if you're somebody who's on their feet all day. I think these would be a good shoe for you. Traditionally, the Ultraboost series starts at about $180. Right now, especially with the holidays and stuff, they've actually dropped significantly. If you're somebody who is looking for these shoes and you're not quite sure, I would say make sure you spend under $100 on these, just to make sure that it's something that you like. Like I said, I am testing out the Ultraboost 20s, so I will be doing a comparison video to see the differences between this and that, and see which one I like better. But quite frankly, I mean, I can't recommend these as a running shoe unless you just need something as a daily trainer, and even then, I think for that price, you could probably find something a little bit better. A little disappointed in these shoes. I do think that there is definitely a lot of good in them. These shoes are going to go for a very long time because of the way that they're built. But outside of that, outside of being a daily trainer, I can't really see these being used for too much more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share. Leave your comments below if you have differing opinions about the Ultraboost, or if you've liked them, what you didn't like about them, or questions that you might have. All right, thanks for viewing.